Okay, let's go into some rank games with the Berserker and see what we can do today. I do have a build idea in mind and it's going to involve the new dragon as well. So I kind of want to grab ourselves a sword. Probably don't want to go for a lump of coal. Even though it is on sale, let's go ahead and grab it actually. Let's keep rolling and we need whetstones. The thing is, we're going to need to craft up an improved whetstone. But we also need to craft up a falcon blade. Let's grab our broom. Let's make sure we craft up that improved whetstone. But we need to move our setup around just a little bit so we can have our items in. Now, do you want a garlic in or 2 buffs? I think I prefer grabbing the 2 buffs. And once we're going to grab the storage and let's get moving. Let's grab our improved whetstone, craft it up. Because we're going to need some essence to steal. We need 3 whetstones for what I'm trying to do. And holy moly, we're getting smashed. We got smashed instantly. We didn't even get to our battle rate. Let's just take 5 seconds. Now we could also grab ourselves a flame badge, which does give us a little bit of speed. Let's grab our storage. Let's craft up a hero sword. And we take the flame badge. Been on sale, might as well take it. Let's roll again. And is there anything else? I mean, I'm going to roll again. I kind of want to find some stones, which we haven't found a single one just yet. Let's also move this down a little bit and let's get moving. We get a hero sword. Our improved whetstone doesn't give us as any increased damage. I did want to find some stones so we can place it around it so we can do a little bit more damage with that. But can we beat a Reaper with a spike shields and a shell to them? They're going to be inflicting a lot of poison. They're going to be getting heals from the shell to them. We should have a decent bit of damage. Lots of heats with a flame badge and at least a little bit of power and a small bit of vampirism. But it's just barely going to be enough. Holy moly. I thought we were toast. I'm not sure what we want to go for. We could take Smithing for Dummies, which does give us another whetstone, which will be kind of nice. Or we take Inner Power, which does give us some accuracy with luck, and it does give us a little bit of increased damage with Empower. We're not going to take it. I think that's going to be nice. A little bit of flame action. We get rid of this. We grab a bit of storage. We still have 1 flame to go ahead and take this because if it's an enameled steel, we're going to be in a crazy spot. It's an enameled of alchemy, which means we can stack up a lot of potions if you want to as well. I'm also going to sell 1 more flame to roll 1 more time. And we really need to find ourselves another freaking whetstone. But let's get venturing on once again. We should have a decent amount of damage. We should be able to speed up most items with this as well. We also start off with a little few buffs from our Elements of Alchemy. And we have a lot of heats and a decent amount of damage with our Essence of Steel. And we should be able to lifesteal just a little bit, but it's not going to be enough. But anyway, we found our first stone. With a stamina sack, we roll again. And that's an extra whetstone. And we actually need to grab this whetstone this round. So we're going to have to sell this and this to go ahead and take it. Right now, we're going to have to switch this around just a little bit. We can craft this up into improved whetstone. And it's going to be really, really awesome stuff here. We should have a lot of damage. We do have a stone right now, which is going to go from 2 to 4 damage to 8 to 10 damage. As you can see, stones are going to be nuts. We have only found ourselves 1. But can we win out? It's definitely looking like so and smashing. That's 1,000,000% true. We got our first pair of gloves, which we're going to be taking. Let's grab more storage. We could go for the Hunger Blade instead of the broom, which I'm going to be down for. Let's roll again. And we want to grab every single one of these too. But yeah, we're going to rock on with this. I'm going to speed up our little hero sword, which might not be the smartest idea. It doesn't use up a whole lot of stamina, but since we're going to have some vampirism, it's going to be kind of nice. Now, opponent does stun us. They got an Amulet of Light, which means they could potentially get some max life and some regen stacked up. However, during battle rage, we should be able to lifesteal like crazy, and it's not going to be close after that. Hell yeah. And we could pivot to an axe. Also, I really want to grab this armor and go for a vampiric armor, but at the same time, we're going to take you and we're going to roll. That is a phoenix. We're a stone skip up. Maybe take this out as we roll to try and find our gloves. Can we find gloves is the next question. Hell yeah, we can. I'm trying to we can take it. Because I really want to craft up this rounds. I'm going to sell our flames and this too, even though we could go for an anvil. But we're not going to go for an anvil today. 1,000,000%, that's not the case. But it shouldn't be too bad. Every bit of power increases. The speed of our items too is kind of nice. And also increase your healing efficiency as well on those items as well. So not bad once again. Right, we got our Falcon Blade and we could literally go for Phoenix. Which we could refund a lot of heats. The Phoenix could be kind of nice. We could go for an Enraged Phoenix. Maybe we should take it. Let's sell our Garlic for it. Now, this could actually be insanely bad for us. Because it's going to use up a lot of heal spirits. We can also move this up slightly, so it's only going to be tagging our Falcon Blade along with our Phoenix, which I'm kind of down for because that is going to basically speed up our Phoenix as well. Now, every hit with the Phoenix is going to take some of our HP, which isn't the smartest idea. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a lot of damage, and since we have 9 heals, we should be able to resurrect. And we should be able to fund some of that heal as well and smashing. We have a ton of damage right now. Now, I did want to go for the Wolfpack leader. Because one is going to give us more power as long as we have some block, and it's going to give us a bunch of crits. We're going to be taking that. And 2 dogs? Holy, I've never seen this. 2 dogs? What the hell is this madness? Well, we'll take the second dog in the next round. The bird we could take as well, but I'm not going to. And that is everything I ever dreamed of and more. We just need a ton of storage. 1,000,000%. I'm thinking about having to move on with this sort of direction. Getting crits onto our Hunger Blade, we're going to be speeding up just a little bit. We're going to have our doggo not getting crits, which is a little less than ideal. We're also going to take you 2, and we are going to probably venture on with this. Might as well take the extra stone, add that in, and let's get moving on. We have a ton of items that we do want to add in, just not a lot of storage for it. But we should have a decent amount of damage. We should have a 34% crit chance. Our opponent is going to have a lot of lifesteal, but at the same time, we should be able to smash out. No problems whatsoever. We got our doggo, and right now I kind of want to grab our dragon. Do we get rid of our Phoenix? The Phoenix is going to be a lot of damage though. We really need to craft up this ruby egg. So let's take it. As bad as it is, I'm going to sell out. So I want to grab ourselves another doggo. So we're going to lose out on our Phoenix, but we should be in a pretty good spot to be able to win out from here because we're going to get a lot of damage on our doggos. We should be able to get some lifesteals since they are melee weapon doggos, and we're going to get our leather armor soon. We should be able to get a lot of block too. And once we hatch open our dragon, we're going to be going for the steel dragon, which is going to be nuts. And we do have a 46% crit chance and smashing. That'll be smashing. Now, speaking of smashing, that is a blood manipulation. How the hell are we not taking that? Let's grab our armor. Let's roll. Let's grab this bit of storage. And I'm looking at some strong stone skin pots to give us crazy block too. But I'm not going to lie, I kind of want to craft this up. We might have to take out our Ammo Wells. If you had Ammo Steel, I would be more likely to go for these strong stone skin pots. I'm going to sell a flame. I'm going to roll once. That is another bloody amulet if we want to. I'm going to sell another flame to keep rolling. If you want, let's grab this storage. Also, free monies? Why the hell not? Well, let's move on. So with our block, with our Wolf Emblem, we should be able to get more power, which does speed up all those items as well, by the way. With each bit of power, it's going to be 2% faster. But our opponents is starting to deal some big damage with the Blood Turn. And we could be in trouble. When I say could be in trouble, I mean we're going to be smashed out once again. But hey, we're getting there. We get our dragon, we grab our storage, we grab you, we take this too, and then we roll again. And we keep rolling, and we grab more of this too. And we still, what the hell did I just do? Want to gamble. We also want to find some extra doggos too. And we can also go for these doggos, which I don't think are going to be that great, if I'm being honest. But we should be able to get a lot more block with these Essence of Steel onto our Vampiric Armor. Once we get our big Steel Dragon crafted up, we're going to get a crazy amount of block on our armor. And we should be able to get a lot more damage on our doggos, along with our Falcon Blade. So it should be fantastic, hopefully. But can we beat this Reaper? They're going to have crazy lifesteal, another Blood Turn. This could be definitely problematic because we're going to be lifestealing like crazy, but we're dealing some big damage. And hell yeah, we can beat him out. Not bad at all. And we could also go for a big old Busted Blade, which would be nice, but let's grab this for now, another Amulet of Alchemy. Come on, man, all I want is one Amulet of Steel. Now we could also grab ourselves Invincibility, grab ourselves a Box of Riches. But I'm gonna roll. We can also take a Rogue Bot, which I'm not down for, another one of these dragons. Hell yeah, I will. Also, let's sell that torch. No, maybe do sell these Amulets of Alchemies. They do give us 6 buffs from the beginning, which isn't too bad at the end of the day. But I do want to grab our Doggo and I really want to craft it up. But this is going to be our main setup. With our Panzer Dragon, we should be able to increase the damage on our Doggo and our Falcon Blade, which is going to be nice. And it should be able to increase our block by quite a bit. That's for sure. So we could bit this guy in here instead. But the thing is, our Hunger Blade isn't really going to be in then either. We might have to just leave it for a round. Let's grab this extra storage. We could also go for a bunch of vampiric items with our Prismatic Sword or Prismatic Orb, which wouldn't be too bad at the end of the day. Since again, all these doggos are going to be melee weapons. But I'm still not going to take it. What I want to find is some armor doggos as well. But this doggo is going to have 18 to 21 damage per hit. This is going to be a little bit less, but we should have pretty much 58% crit chance to deal massive damage and have decent block as well. So it is kind of looking insane, is it not? We could also grab ourselves a moon shields and get crazy amounts of mana back. We could also go for sun shield for a little more chippy damage. But I'm not going to take it either. Grab this too. Let's keep rolling. We can fit this back in for crit chance on it as well. But I want to find ourselves one extra dragon. Power pup, might as well take. Sell off flame to keep rolling. And it keeps wanting to give us power pups. Power pups really aren't the greatest pups in the world. I don't even really want to craft it up if I'm being honest. I'm going to sell 2 more flames just to keep rolling. We are going to venture on it. I'm only going to use this little doggo to give us a little bit more block. Or a little bit more crit chance. And more damage on these puppos. This guy's going to deal 23 damage per hit. And look how much damage we're actually dealing. It's insane, is it not? How much DPS do we manage to get? I mean, 93 DPS from Falcon Blade, Hunger Blades, and our pups as well. 93 is kind of crazy within 4 seconds. In terms of heals, we do manage about 16 healing per second, which isn't too insane. In terms of block, we do have 225 block, which isn't that bad at the end of the day. So I do think we have something special as long as we can get ourselves another dragon, which is going to be massive for us. That's if you can find another dragon. More stone skin pots? I mean, we probably should take it, right? Let's keep going. Come on, man. Power pups? Anything but power pups. Yeah, anything but power pups. That's all I really want. Just another Panzer Dragon, more of these, and some armor doggos. We're really missing out on those armor doggos. But this Falcon Blade is going to be dealing massive damage. Can we beat out a Poison stacking Deadside type builds? It doesn't really look like it. Actually, never mind. We smash out. Okay, that's nuts. Now, gold armor could be kind of nice. Since it's just on sale, we're going to take it just for now. We're going to take more vampirism. You as well. We roll once more. We sell the armor to keep rolling. That's another stone skin pot, which we're going to sell 1 flame. We'll go ahead and take. Now, the problem is, we're actually going to sell 2 more flames. We can take this ridge and have our weapon at this side. So we can place this in, and then we can have our stone skin pots beside our dragon. Just let that recombobulate itself, and let's venture on with this once again. We should be able to get insane amounts of block. Especially that we got 2 stone skin pots, 300 block, which we'll be able to get our power stacked up from our wolf emblem, and it's not going to be close. Yeah, this is looking kind of nuts, isn't it? But that's our dragon, but we won't be able to get our steel dragon, unfortunately. Now come on, Amethyst Steel. Okay, triple Amethyst of Alchemy is insane. If you had 1 more rounds, I will gladly take the dragon. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll like crazy to try and find ourselves another freaking doggo. Mana orb, we could take as well, and that's our first wisdom pup. It only took 700 years to get this guy. Now the thing is, we can place him down below in this spot, so this guy is going to get even more block, which is going to be nuts for us. We roll once more. We sell flame and this to go ahead and grab ourselves a little bit more block once again. All in all, we're going to move on once again. We should be able to get a little bit more crits. We are facing double shields. We're at 82% crit chance. We want to get 100%. That's for sure. But we're just not finding the doggos, and they are attacking through block a little bit. No, they're not actually. We just converted a lot of our HP. Our opponent does have a lot of shields. They have 63% heal reduction, but we still have infinite block. It's slowly decreasing, and we could be in trouble because that's a lot of cold, a lot of poison on us, and a lot of blinds. And unfortunately, we do end up losing out. Not ideal, but it is what it is. And that's another freaking doggo and more block pots. We'll be taking it with this for now as well. And let's keep rolling. We probably do need a storage too. Now, as much as I want our wisdom pup beside our Panzer Dragon, it's just not going to have to do. It's going to have to be in this spot. It gets a little bit more block from our Essence of Steel, but at the end of the day, it's going to have to do. Also, our inner power is down below in this spot, targeting all these items. We could move it up a little bit, but we want to speed up our Falcon Blade with our dog. And triple Amethyst of Alchemy with 3 Amethyst of Steel stone skin pots is kind of nuts. Because we can get crazy amounts of block. It's going to use up a lot of HP, so if our opponent does have a little blue gemstone, we could be in trouble. We're also starting to deal some big damage once again, and yeah, it's looking kind of awesome actually. And if we had a second Panzer Dragon, we'll be in a bit of a better spot. Because that would increase the damage on our Falcon Blade, we'll be able to get more block from our Vampiric Armor, and we will be able to get more block from our Wisdom Pups. I'm still going to roll. I'm going to grab this, and what I'm really looking for is amulets. Although another stone skip bot. How the hell do we say no to it? We're going to take it. And we could take a power pub to finish off our crits as well. Let's roll. Okay, once it gives more power pubs, let's sell you to keep rolling. That's an amulet. I gotta do one final gamble. Let's sell our flames and our stones. Another flame, come on. One amulet steel, we win the game. Damn it, life. It'll have to do. It's gonna be kind of decent. That's for sure. But let's see if this is gonna be good enough. We should have crazy block. We should have decent damage. We should almost have 100% crit chance. But we are facing Burning Blade, Panzer Dragon. So they're gonna be dealing lots and lots of damage. And they have a tiny blue gemstone, which could attack through armor. With triple amulets, we should be able to activate all our stone skill pods, giving us 840 block. That is kind of nuts. If we had one amulet steel, we would have insane empower. But our opponent is inflicting a lot of debuffs, but at the same time, we're going to be able to smash out, are we? Hell yeah, we are. Not bad at all. So in terms of damage, we have about an 84 DPS. It's a little bit lower because our opponent does have some damage reduction with some helmets. One helmet. But if you had an amulet steel, our damage would amplify like crazy. If we had another Panzer Dragon, our FALCON BLADE would be dealing even more damage. And so would our pups. In terms of heals, we did have 34 healing per second, 36 healing per second from our Vampirism, which is awesome. And in terms of block, we do have 1000 block within 7 seconds. Our Vampiric Armor gave us 240 block, and then our stone skill pods individually gave 210 block, and this one gives us only 84. But not bad, we did survive 3 lives left. How much rank points are we going to get on the Berserker? Plus 12, rank us up to 45 in Diamond. Hell yeah. But stick around, we're going to be jumping in some round 18 fights to see how this build actually performs. We can't deal with a Cup Drake, Null Blade type opponents with Harald the Hateful Hat. They're going to be trying to steal all our buffs. I'm glad they don't have a single blue gemstone. That's going to be really, really nice for us. But they're going to be taking our buffs. But we have almost 1000 block. And that should be enough time to be able to smash out our opponents, even though they do have a lot of Vampirism. And they are still stealing our buffs, but hell yeah, we do manage to finish them off, not bad. And finally, can we deal with a Busted Blade version of our setup? They're going to have lots of block, they're going to have lots of blue gemstones so they could attack through our armor, which could finish this off. And it's looking kind of dicey for us. We are healing back up, which is kind of nice. We do survive just a little bit. And can we win out? Hell yeah, we can. Beating Busted Blade, not bad at all.